generation data engineering technology. Let me explain you why Fabric today, a overview, and slowly step into lab configuration so that we can start our practice from the next class, step by step. This is Sai Pranindra from SQL School. And almost over 2 decades since my first job at Microsoft 2005 MSME project, I have been in love with databases and cloud components. Trust me, Fabric is one of the best cloud technology by far for handling any kind of big data loads, easy integrations, easy data warehousing, and lot more to offer. Agenda for today's class will understand what is database and what is data engineering, and who can really become a data engineer and what we do as a Fabric data engineer involving the components. And my guidance for the DP 700 exam. Let's get started slowly, step by step. I assume we are all very new to Microsoft Fabric. Let's observe carefully what is database, a prominent, easy to implement platform, storage platform. It can store any type of data, any amount of data. Very easy to implement, highly secure, big data, cloud, AI capabilities. And as you know, any IT project needs database, right from banking to data science, anywhere, everywhere in our daily life, we need databases. A variant of database is our actual course, data warehouse. This is our course. Data warehouse is mainly for the purpose of storing huge volumes of historical data, inactive data. I'll be explaining you practically from the very first minute of next class how to create warehouses in an optimized way. We are going to implement something called historical data, incremental data, and aggregated data. In parentheses, brackets, I was writing something called SCD, delta, medallion is what we need to learn. I repeat again, we are going to construct something called godown warehouse. But to construct this godown, to load the data into the warehouse, we need something else called ETL, extract, transform, load. What is it? We extract data from various sources like files, databases, apps, traditional, standalone data centers, network clusters, etc. We read data from various sources and load data into warehouse. In this process, we do something called transformations and mashup activities day after tomorrow to continue. Tomorrow we are going to construct the warehouses. From day after tomorrow, start performing so-called ETL. It's something like this. We pick data from various sources and consolidate them into a proper storage environment for easy secured access. So data engineer, our main job role involves data warehouse design, implementation and optimizations, ETL and big data analytics. So I will be providing you the required data sources, and we are going to practically involve in reading data from various sources, load data to the warehouse. So prerequisite for my Fabric classes, SQL. For files, apps, we have other alternatives of SQL anyway to read the data. But what about databases? SQL mandatory. Revise SQL basics, preferably Microsoft SQL. In Fabric, we are going to learn these ETL and warehousing solutions. Very fast and easier operations. Very, very smart way. Now, what exactly we are going to learn before we start our lab configurations? In our classes, we are going to learn Fabric ETL, Warehouse, Lakehouse. By end of tomorrow's class, we'll come to differences between these two. First technical class tomorrow. Then we need to start learning how to use ETL, load data to warehouse, lakehouse in sequence and in parallel. Limitations of warehouse and lakehouse, need for stream house. Please by heart these new mantras. Something called Fabric Data Factory, Dataflow and notebooks. 5, 6, 7 are good friends. Really good friends. Biryani, fried rice, white rice, and the shape is similar, taste is different. We should know when to use which by end of this week itself. We will do slowly step by step with examples. Something called data activator, a CC camera, pipelines, notebooks, and something called CI/CD integrations. We need to learn optimization, security, OneLake and Power BI integrations with project work and DP700 guidance. All these items, please, if possible, please take a screenshot. If possible, please take a screenshot. Of course, I'll provide you the complete detailed curriculum anyway. If possible, take a screenshot. We will be highlighting these items in your resume one-to-one call, either in person in our office, in my office in Hyderabad or Bangalore or Vizag, or online. It's up to you. We can have you one-to-one meets to beautify your resume. During the course, we should not wait until end of the course. And this is a complete roadmap. I will be providing you various sources, OLTP data source, file data source, unstructured, structured data sources, web data sources, and others, API. We have something called Raspberry apps and other API services. From there, I'll be practically showing you how to read data using ETL, write it to destination called OneLake. OneLake is a community that has 3 houses: warehouse, lakehouse, stream house. Of course, a lot of differences between them. We'll be learning it slowly. I need to provide you the data sources so that we can start working on the examples. So our course is mainly into ETL and OneLake, DP700. If you are planning for complete Fabric full stack, then comes DP600, Power BI plus AI Copilot plus few more Fabric components come into picture at that time. We are into this particular intro today, and from tomorrow, the first technical class, we are all into ETL and warehouse, these items. From here, please, any questions, let me know. I will wait, please. In the meantime, yes, you're all aware of SQL concepts. We are into Fabric. Please do WhatsApp us. In the meantime, as I'm waiting for others to give me questions, in the meantime, you will be giving me answer to this question. Create table, regular SQL, okay? Test table. And call one in primary key. And call 2 char. Call 3 check. For example, I'll say here char or int. I'll make it simple. Call 3 greater than or equal to 10. And my question for you is for above where we are, yes. For startup profiles, only Fabric is enough. For experienced profiles, we need to understand about Azure migrations, on-premises migrations, DevOps integrations. We will be taking it in our classes step by step. We'll do it slowly. Tell me, friends, how many hours you can practice per day, please? Everyone, please. How many hours you can practice per day? Minimum 1 hour, please. Everyone, please. I'll wait. Please.
Yes.
Ramya Sri says minimum 1 to 2 hours. Perfect. Minimum 1 hour, please. Everyone, please. Ashish, Deepika, Manikanteshwar, Ribot, Sai, Prasanna, Sumant, please. Please. Yep.
Yes.
Great. Please do it for me. Okay. Please do it for me. From here, I will be providing you cloud account to you. So you need not use any credit cards or debit cards, not required. I'll provide you a 60 days trial. The cloud account will be looking like this. You'll simply go to this website app.fabric.microsoft.com. You will be given the login password. Okay. Once you log in, what next? Let me show you now. Remember our requirement. We need to do something called ETL and warehouse operations, right? Isn't it? That's our main activity. ETL warehouse. So how to perform this? Let's see carefully. I'll be providing you the account details to you, the Fabric account details. From here, what we do? Let's see. We need to create something called workspace. What is it? Let me just make it clear now. Friends, next 10 minutes very important for us. We need to have something called Fabric. This is a Fabric environment. Let's assume. Something else will come left and right. For now, I'll take it as Fabric. Okay. Inside Fabric, what we do? Let's see. Yes, main purpose, we need to configure something called OneLake. Okay, this is called OneLake. Please tell me what is there inside OneLake, please. Please help me. What is there inside OneLake, please?
Databases.
Oh, no. I was giving you one particular option earlier, right? What is there inside OneLake, please? I'll wait.
Warehouse, Lakehouse.
Exactly. We have something called warehouse, right? Isn't it? Something called warehouse here. So let me just put this way. Okay. And I'll just put this one. Yes, here it is. I'll take few specific scripts and notebooks. Yes. Okay. Here it is. Great. Let's continue. I'll be using all these assets anyway. Yes. We have something called warehouse. Okay, remember, give me about 10 minutes time. We'll take it slowly, step by step. What is that? Warehouse. Next. Then we have something else called Lakehouse. Lakehouse has one additional option. It can store tables. Okay, it can store tables and files, both. Okay, we will see one by one anyway. But for now, please by heart these things carefully. We have warehouse, and number 2, we have something called Lakehouse. Next. Then we have something else called, come on, what is the third one we have, please? You remember everyone? What's the third one? Third one, Streamhouse, right? Isn't it?
Streamhouse, yes.
Exactly. Okay. There's something called stream house. Now, something like this. I'm just trying my best to make it clear. Okay. Bear with me for a few minutes. I'll make it meaningful because this will be like our, easy daily reference to understand what exactly we are doing. Okay. Stream house. Now, here it is. We are going to have something called packages also very soon. Okay. These are all called one lake. What is that? I'll just label it here, called one lake. So inside one lake, we have all these beautiful objects to guide us from tomorrow. And next, we are going to create some users separately for the end user analytics. Okay, so one lake will be the source for end user analytics. This one. Here it is. Next, how to load data into Streamhouse? Yes, to load data into Streamhouse, we need certain entities separately again. Okay, see here, very important. There comes something called KQL. Remember, Custom Query Language. I'll give it here. What is that? Observe carefully. Custom Query Language. Main purpose of this KQL is to load data into Streamhouse. Remember this. Okay, something like this. Okay, next. This is KQL. And what about Lakehouse? For Lakehouse, we have two important options. One is Power Query. Remember, what is something called Power Query? Mashup language we call. Power Query, part of our classes. Mashup language we call it, M language we call. But though they are languages, the term language are very nice user interface, drag and drop. Remember, we call it as M language. Nice user interface. Trust me, very simple and straight. And this is one way to load the data into Lakehouse. Next. Apart from this, we also have something else called pipelines. What is that? Data factory pipelines. Here it is. I'll just put this one like this. Data factory pipelines. Using pipelines, we can load the data to Lakehouse. We can also load data to warehouse. Okay, like this. So I'll just increase the size of my Lakehouse in this way. Yes, something like this. Next. So what we are learning, we are understanding something called number one, the ETL operation called Fabric Data Factory Pipelines. Simply say pipelines. Okay, next. And other one, something called Power Query, something else called Custom Query Language. Okay, three different ETLs. But from where you get data here? Yes, we get the data from wide variety of data sources. And here comes our actual lab plan now. I'll put this way. Okay, here it is. To get into my actual course lab plan, here it is, friends. I'll be taking one complete black box. Yes, firstly, I'll be taking Azure data sources. We should have some kind of cloud data source. I will be providing you the required data sources to you. I'll take care of it. So I will be providing you cloud data source access. Okay, cloud data sources. I'll provide you all data sources so that it will be easy for us to practice and follow the lectures carefully. I'll put this way. Okay, here cloud data sources are basically of two types. Basically, number one, databases. Number two, we have something called as files. So we are going to start with database source, very first example, and second example will be slowly stepping into files, one or more files. Okay, so these will be the sources we are going to learn. So this is files. Next, this is databases. Friends, I'm just giving a roadmap, like what exactly we are going to learn and why. All data sources credentials I will take care. No need to buy anything, not required. Next, here we go. So from cloud data sources, we are going to touch base with Fabric. Okay, next. Same way, you have on-premises databases and files also. This is on-premises sources. Again, same story. Databases and files. We'll take it slowly. This works in not all cases, but few cases. We need to have something called gateway. What is that? Something called gateway. We are going to have something called gateway component here, something like this. So gateway is mainly used for the purpose of, I'll label it for your reference purpose, gateway. It's mainly for the purpose of secure data access. Okay, next. Then we are going to learn next important item. We have few examples wherein we need to learn how to read data from websites. Okay, we need to learn how to get data from websites. Next, we also need to learn how to get data from apps. I'll simply put here others, apps. Yes, I have an example for you for social media. It's very important for us, for our resume. We cannot skip it. So I'll be taking care of all these items carefully. This one. Okay, social media can also be the source in real life. So I'll be taking all these data sources. And what we do? Yes, we need to have something else as well here. When working with website and social media, it's not direct, straightforward activity. So there comes additional component as well separately. We are going to learn it one by one anyway. Now, from here comes the main concept, analytics. What is this? This is the main analytics platform. End user analytics, the rightmost side. So we need to learn how to work with analytics from connection perspective. As a fabric engineer, we should be able to understand how to work with connections, how to authenticate connections. We'll do it slowly, step by step. Okay, so here comes analytical environments. In few cases, in fact, for your next level journey, Few years down the line, you may also opt for, I'll just put this one. You may also opt for data science. Yes, AI, data science implementations come here. Just to make it more easier, please have a look at my screen carefully in the meantime. In the meantime, I'll get my icon ready for AI activities, just to make it easier for us. Yes, so here it is. I can have some content here. Yes. It's all about data science AI components that can be also sourced from Fabric. That's why Fabric data science, there is a separate certification altogether. Here it is. So this is data science analytic environments. I mean, I'm giving a roadmap for your next move few years down the line. Okay, just to make it easier for you. This one, friends. With this content, now over to you, please. Any questions, let me know. I'll wait. In next few moments, let's go for questions. I'll take this one in a single screen. Yep. So this is our entire lab plan. Please have a look at it carefully. This is our final screenshot. This is what we are going to learn, the complete red box using the left side items and also right side this particular analytics items. Yes, please go through it carefully, please. Hope you got some idea what we are going to practice from tomorrow. Please, I will wait. Yes, please, I'll wait.
So I have a question regarding the projects.
Yes, my dear friend, please tell me. Yes.
I said I have a question regarding the projects.
Please tell me your question. Please proceed.
So how many projects are we going to have to showcase in our resume regarding Fabric?
From Fabric, I'll provide you two projects. One for pipelines, one for Power Query, KQL, and pipelines. Total two projects I'll provide you here in this course. Can you hear me? I'm answering your question, my dear friend. Can you hear me? Yes, please.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, two projects. Okay, just to make it clear, please. Next question, friends, I'll wait. Fine, friends. Next. So what you do? Yes, let's come back to the Fabric environment. I said we need to create something called workspace, right? Why? Yes, let's go there slowly now. Yes, we need to create workspace for the purpose of easy organized activities. What is that? Yes, on my screen in next few moments. Here it is now. Yes, we are creating workspace. You are creating a workspace first so that we can group pipelines, Power Query, KQL, warehouse, Lakehouse, Streamhouse, and few other items. Let's see how to create the workspace now. Okay, so here we go. How to create workspace? Let's observe it carefully. So for this purpose, to create the workspace, let's go back to Fabric. Click on new workspace. I'll call it Fabric workspace. For I'll say ETL data warehouse. Give some name. Any name is fine. Apply. Once we create the workspace, we are ready for the course. From tomorrow, we need to start creating new items, warehouse, Lakehouse, pipelines, notebooks, slowly, step by step. We'll do it. So you'll be given the access to this item anyway, right? The Fabric Cloud, and we'll start working on it. Any questions, let me know. We'll stop for now. Need your support? You'll do on-time practice throughout the course from tomorrow. Any questions, let me know, please. I'll wait.
So I have a question regarding the Fabric account. What if we already have? Can we use the one we have, like a developer account?
Yeah, if you already have an account with you, my dear friend, you can use it. Why not? You can. But I'll provide a different account to you. If possible, please use my account so that it will be in sync, right? I can share you the files and all easily for our practice. I'll do.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I repeat again, once everyone, you may use your own Fabric account. It's okay, no problem, no danger. But if possible, use my account so that we can have the resource sharing easily. All the left side samples are there, right? Data sources. I can easily help you to configure the things. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Sir, so my doubt is like Fabric is now using means we can use FDF, Power Query, and Gusto Query language. Like what about the ADF and Databricks? Means is Fabric is better because we are having more features comparatively other ETL tools?
Undoubtedly, yes. Fabric has a lot of new features compared to the traditional Azure Data Factory or old SSIS, MSBI, etc. It has more AI components. And the way we create pipelines in Fabric is very much streamlined, very easy compared to Azure Data Factory pipelines, Talent, ETL, SSIS, those things. It's very easy and straightforward. Yes, it is undoubtedly one of the best warehousing environment we can ever experience. Fabric is the best always. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Sir, actually, as of now, I'm doing this Azure DBA SQL.
Okay.
So, I'm little confused, like how shall I go with data engineering or the Fabric? Which one do you advise?
You mean Azure Data Engineering, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. My strong recommendation, if you are in a fresher, choose any one, not both. If you are experienced, choose both. Safe side. Why? Because if it is Azure Data Engineer, you can show some experience. It's an old environment, right? Stable environment. Fabric is new. So we cannot say like, oh, I have 1.5 years, 2 years experience in Fabric. We cannot tell that. It's a new one, right? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. So technically, Azure is the best stable technology for experience profile to showcase your past experience. But again, to showcase our level of activity, skill set, Fabric is always required. So my preference, anyway we require multi-cloud, right? Experience profile means we require multi-cloud. So go for Azure and Fabric, safe side. We can easily get a lot of differences between them and migrations. So my preference would be both, safe side.
So we need to do data engineering, Azure data engineering, and Fabric.
Fabric data engineering, if you are looking for experience profile, multi-cloud skill set. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, fresher, any one is enough.
Well, I have a question regarding that. So what will you advise someone that have like a Power BI, data analytic experience with SQL and is planning to switch into data engineering? Do you advise them to do Fabric first
Fabric.
or Azure Data Fabric first?
No. I strongly recommend them to go for Fabric because let me tell you why. Power BI is a room inside Fabric house. You know, Power BI is a room inside Fabric house. So once you have Fabric house ready, you can create multiple rooms, right? One of the room name is Power BI. You see my screen, there is something called Analyze. And you have a lot of Power BI components here. Okay, for example, you have dashboards from Power BI. Graph queries at Power BI, PageNet reports, Power BI, dashboards, reports, and scorecards. All these are from Power BI only. Power BI is a room inside Fabric house. So you are into Power BI, it means you're already in Fabric Planet. So my strong recommendation, Fabric for them. Yes, always. Okay, that's my answer to your question, my dear friend. Next question, please. I'll wait. Fine, friends. So I'll provide you the complete notes now. And let's connect on LinkedIn to know more about each of us better. I'll provide you my WhatsApp channel as well as my LinkedIn profile also. Let's connect there. We'll do it slowly. Yes, any questions, let me know, please. I'll wait. I'll be providing you all this information now. I'll do.
Sir, one more doubt. I just want
Yes,
to know the difference between Databricks and Fabric. Means, as per my understanding, Databricks is a component of Azure, and Fabric is different.
No, madam. No, not really. No. Databricks is not a component of Azure. Databricks itself is a separate company, separate open source technology. It is its own technology. It's a San Francisco based company. San Francisco based. If you are from US, it is actually in Bay Area, SFO, San Francisco. I have been there a couple of times for my corporate tradings, the recent past. It's in Bay Area actually, because my sister is in the nearby location called Tracy. There is a city called Tracy near to Dublin in SFO. We're staying there. So SFO, a company, Databricks is an open source. It has its own patent right for open source warehouse. So same Databricks, Azure can use, AWS can use, and Google can use. So AWS Databricks is there, and Azure Databricks is there. Google Cloud Databricks is also there. Are you getting it, madam? Separate company
Yes.
altogether. Just like SQL, madam, you have TSQL, PLSQL, MySQL. Same way, Databricks, Azure Databricks, AWS Databricks, and the same way, Google Cloud Databricks also. For example, I'll say AWS Databricks. You can just try this one, madam.
Okay.
Okay, like this. Okay, AWS has that Databricks. Databricks on AWS, right? You see my screen, madam? Yeah, on my screen.
Yes.
Same way, Databricks on Azure. So Databricks itself is a separate company. Now with Fabric, there is no dependency on Databricks now. Azure depends on Databricks. Fabric does not depend on Databricks. Are you getting it? Yep. It's alternative.
Yes.
Fabric is an
Okay.
alternative for Databricks. Completely an alternative. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Fine, madam. Yep. Next question, please. I'll wait. Fine, friends. I'll be sending you the email now with all this content. Please go through it carefully. Yes, email sent to everyone. Please check it, friends. Please, I'll wait. I'll wait for